To the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5. As he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
180! Mike 58 right there.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Newton now to throw. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 82 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready? 10-2 saw. Here we go. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey! Under crunch. Under crunch. 56. Hey, echo. 56. Check 56. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Right up.
Manning now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Newton now to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Forced out to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
Go, go.
So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. From the 29, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bravo.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
56 to Mike.
To throw again. Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Shotgun now for Manning. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At the 29-yard line.
Sit. 58. Come on. We ain't giving him nothing to do.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Colts 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Newton now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On 2nd and 7, Newton can fight it. He lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think they're going to have to make some decisions here. That's his second fumble here in the first quarter. And what I mean by that is, do you have the confidence to stay with him? Or are you going to have to make a change and maybe go to someone else?
Come on, set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering.
Here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Trey Boston. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Anthony Walker, the other Colts linebacker with over 100 tackles a year ago, making the play there. From just shy of midfield, Newton going for the deep ball. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, it's James. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it second down and 11. On second and 11 now. Manning, and the catch made by Hilton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up.
They run it with James. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Quick throw here to Hilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter. James. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Manning. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
20. Switch up, switch up.
From the 27, Newton. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Now Newton on first down. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. A gain of 6 there on first.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
A 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton over the middle, and it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Hey, exit. 5.
Throwing again. Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Ready, ready. 8, read.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike's 59.
Yeah. Hey, lock it. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. They've got his man complete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts it. On 2nd and 9, Manning. He's got it to Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight?
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Complete to Hilton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's Manning to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
60 or.
I'm on. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Even. Check the running back. 25.
Rock it. Hit it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
6-6, pull it high. Smoke. Ready.
Working from the gun, Manning. he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Buying time to his left. He's going to look deep for more, and this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the run. Watch the run. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Come on. You better break.
Manning now to throw. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. James. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's James. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check now. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Coming.
Get it.
Throwing on second down. Manning. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Manning. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Manning. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing on first down is Manning. And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to get it at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, the 40. The 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the Colts now bringing the offense back onto the field as they'll go for 2. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Newton. He sets to fire deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Manning now on first down. Ebron with it over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Manning. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Terry connecting on the extra point. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Pick it up, pick it up. Hey, Alpha. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Now.
On first down, Manning. James has got it, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike's 5'9".
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the run. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Watch the snap.
To throw again. Manning. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the ground, McCaffrey shreds the tackle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Panthers, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.